Why are you here? Most teams flounder because they look to a title or a role or a responsibility as to why they exist. Now, when you take a leadership team and you ask the leadership team why they exist, most of them say, well, this meeting exists for us to discuss different important issues. And so you're going to take your list of your meeting thing, the great resource that Patrick Lencioni has in Death by Meeting, which is, okay, let's make an agenda. And we're going to focus now on the agenda. What are all the different topics that we need to talk about so that we make the company better? But the problem is that the team forgets why they exist in the first place. And if you don't realize why you exist in the first place, you're always going to address the wrong issues. Now, why does a team exist in the first place? So the team exists in the first place because as a leadership team, every single problem that exists in the company is because of the team. So when you ask, what's the problem in the company right now, you come up with a lot of different issues. Either the problem is these two divisions don't talk to each other, or the problem is we're not hitting our results. So then you start to ask, well, why does that problem exist? Then usually you come up with, well, this guy Jerry doesn't like that woman Mary, and Jerry and Mary are bad. And then let's say you get deeper. So why does that exist? Why do Jerry and Mary have issues speaking to each other? Oh, Jerry and Mary are they were bad hires, or Jerry and Mary are they just don't trust each other. So then you ask the question, why don't they trust each other? And then usually people again come up with a lot of excuses, and the reason why is that we as human beings suck at taking responsibility for what we put out in the world. When you look at a company's results, why do the company's results exist? They exist because you're there. Like, why do you have $35,000 in the bank, or $350,000 in the bank, or God forbid $3.50 in the bank? It's because you created having that amount of money in the bank. As in a leadership team, if Jerry and Mary aren't talking to each other, it's because you made that. You created that. So what I did is I used an example. As this team could not figure out that they were responsible for all the results that they created in the team, as I said, hey, Brendan, get up. So he got up, and I said, Brendan, push that chair towards me. So he did. And then I asked, why is that chair here now? And then they said, because Brendan pushed it there. And so I said, okay, so why do we have these results as a leadership team? And then they got the answer was because we made those results happen, right? And so why then does a leadership team exist? The leadership team exists to create the results from the team. And when the results aren't happening, then it was the leadership team that created those results. Ultimately, what is the purpose of a leadership team? It's to have everyone else in the company succeed. When other people are not succeeding, or as some people say, their purpose is to help the team win the game. So when they're not winning the game, or when they're not succeeding, they, as the leadership team, were responsible for not winning. They were responsible for not succeeding. So at the end of the meeting, what we came to was an understanding of we are, as a leadership team, we're responsible for all the results that happen in this company. And if at the beginning of the meeting, you started every meeting to say, hey, what are our results? We are responsible for those results. Then now you're actually going to have some real conversation.